Like, subscribe and press the bell icon for more videos from PHN Learn. For more videos, download our app from the Play Store.
Hello guys, welcome to PHN Technology Private Limited. In today's session, we are going to learn about structures. Now, before starting with the definition of what is structure, first let's see through an example why use this structure and what is the problem because of which the structure is constructed. Okay. Now, here consider that this is a particular college. Now, in college we know that every student have a particular parameters. Those students, their information are stored in my database, right? So while taking the admission in a particular college, I have filled up a form over there. Now in that form, some parameters are given over there like name, age, branch, department, etc. Right? Now let us consider this is my first student and she came from for admission in the college. Now I have given the admission form to her. Now the parameters here are given as age, name, address and branch. So these are my parameters. Okay. And now with this I have again specified here the marks, let's say the CGPA. Right. So these were the parameters. Now again say the second student has came. Now for second student also there are same parameters, because these parameters are the mandatory, right? If any student is coming to your college for admission, then what will be your first process? You will first take the name, then you will take the age, branch, address, right? So similarly I have also fixed this parameter and that student has to also fill up these parameters. Now similarly, now again the third student and then the fourth student. Now these two students will also have the same parameters because those parameters are mandatory for each student, right? Now what we are observing here, that each and every student who is coming in my college, that student has to fill these parameters, that is name, age, branch and address. These four parameters are fixed for every student, right? So now let's if I want to program this particular example through my C programming, then what will be my approach? Firstly, I will let's say for first student I will take each and every parameter and will store it in a unique variable. Let's say for first student it will be N1, that is name. Let's say I have given N1. Then for age A1, branch B1 and then address again let's say D1. Okay. Now these are my parameters, these are my variables. Now I can use this in my code for that particular student. Now again if the second student I have to program for the second student, then again the approach of mine will be the same. For second the variables will get changed as N2, A2, D2, B2 and similarly for the another remaining two students and again for rest of the students too, right? So here what is happening, for each and every student I know that the parameters are same, but still I have to change the variable names for each and every student, right? So isn't this a much tedious process to do for each and every student? You know that the parameters are same for every student, that is the mandatory parameter, but still you need to have a unique variable for each. Isn't this a tedious process to do, right? So for this, what will I do? What will be my approach? I will group all these parameters into one, and that one parameter will be known as a structure. Okay, what I have done, because I know that these parameters are the same for every student, then why not group it and store it in a particular entity? And let's say that entity as my structure. This is what your structure is. Structure is nothing but a collection of parameters which is stored in a particular entity, and that entity is known as a structure. Okay. Now, in previous sessions we have seen that what is array. Now we are learning that structure is also a collection, and in previous section we have learned that array is also a collection. Then why structure? Why can't we use array over here? Why structure? Why was the need to develop this structure concept? Now, let's say this is my array and this is my structure. Now we know that we have learned that array is what? Array is my collection of similar data types. Means the data types which are of same weight, those will be the collection. Those will form a group, and that is known as an array. Whereas in structure what happens? We have seen the parameters were like name, age, which is my int, name is my char, whereas branch and department is also char, right? Branch and address. So this is what? This is the combination of character and integer values. Now this different data type values I am storing in a collection, I am forming a group over there. So that is known as structure. So what is the difference over here? Array is a collection of similar data types, whereas structure is a collection of different data types. And hence this example which I have shown you of students can't be done through the array. It can only be done with the help of structure, because there the data types are different. Okay, so this was the logic of structure and why to use structure and what is basically a structure. Okay, so now this was all about your structure, and in the next session we are going to learn how to declare this structure in my C programming language. Okay, so for now, thank you and goodbye.
For more videos, download our app from the Play Store.